Thanks for joining me today. I'm another vlog in the series The Little Word If. I'm Maurice. We're up to Corinthians. We're going through the New Testament looking at the words if. And we're up to chapter 7. And chapter 7, Paul talks about marriage, divorce, the marriage bed, celibacy, all sorts of things. It's very interesting. And we're up to verse 8. I say therefore, to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. So widows, if you've lost your husband, Paul advocates celibacy. But he advocates celibacy, the unmarried state, only if you can contain your sexual desires. Paul says it's better to marry than burn. There's no point being frustrated and tempting yourself. Paul says if you need a wife or a husband, then marry. Paul was chosen for a lifestyle that wouldn't be conducive to marriage. Imagine being Paul's wife. She'd see him beaten, persecuted, stoned and left for dead, and eventually martyred, amongst other things, persecution, railings and surmisings and all sorts of things said about him. It wouldn't be conducive. So it was a special calling. So the answer to me is, whatever state you find yourself in, if you're unmarried, don't seek to marry. If you're married, don't seek to be divorced. If you're single, don't seek a husband. It's being content where you are. That's the answer. If you're not content where you are now, how do you know you'll be content when you get what you think you want that'll make you content? Let me say that again. If you can't be content now, how do you know you'll be content when you get what you think will make you content? There's no guarantee. You need to be content now. Okay, it's all right to have aspirations and desires for marriage, for business, for anything to be in the ministry. But if you're not content where you are now, you need to work on it. Maybe God's waiting to give you the desires of your heart and fulfill your aspirations. But for now, you need to please Him and thank God for where you are right now, despite the circumstances. In all things give thanks, because that's the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. When you grumble and you moan and you're not content, you're always out of God's will, because it's God's will to give thanks in all things. If you're discontented, you can't give thanks. You're a hypocrite if you do. Psalm 37 verse 4, there's a wonderful promise. Delight yourselves also in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. Well, you're never delighted when you're discontent, when you're moaning and groaning about your present state and your aspirations that haven't come to pass. Think about what I've said. Be content and give God thanks in all things. I'm a busy man, I've lots to do today, I'm sure you have. So I'm going now. See you in the plan.